Hey everyone, welcome back. Epic Mickey Rebrushed is the free game that PS Plus Essential members get for January 2026, and I have some pretty mixed emotions about this game, and I think that comes down to one simple fact. I'm not the target audience for this game. Not only am I not a big fan of Disney, but also it's a very child-oriented game. It's a simple platformer, and although I like simple platformers and have played many of them throughout my life, this one just isn't anything special for me. But before we get into it, please make sure you get out your paintbrush and you paint a like right on this video, and if you feel up to it, subscribe. Now, I've been playing a lot of complicated games recently, so as soon as I booted up Epic Mickey Rebrushed, it felt like a massive return to basics. The platforming is very simple, the combat is very simple, the objectives are straightforward, and honestly, that's not really a bad thing, but it is something I noticed right off the bat. The core mechanics, still being able to paint and erase the world, is genuinely interesting. There's a lot of potential there, and the game does a decent job of letting you experiment with it. But everything about this experience feels intentionally accessible and very clearly designed for a younger audience. I'm almost 30 years old, and I do have a son that's about 3. As soon as I booted up this game, he immediately pointed to the screen and said, "Look, it's Mickey. This game is not designed for me." And I think that if you have a 6 or 8-year-old, this is a great game for your family and a great game for your library. While I was playing this game, I kept getting a strong Battle for Bikini Bottom vibe, and that's a compliment. That being said, Battle for Bikini Bottom had a lot more diverse combat, more recognizable locations, and more variety overall. That game's a classic, and a classic for a reason, and Epic Mickey feels like a restrained comparison. That being said, there is some interesting level design here, and a few moments do stand out, but a lot of the gameplay loops start to feel repetitive pretty quickly. I'll also be honest with you, I'm not a big fan of Disney or Mickey Mouse. I do love SpongeBob, that's why Battle for Bikini Bottom really stuck with me, but this IP, Disney as a whole, I don't really know a whole lot about, so maybe that's another reason why this game just wasn't made for me. That affected how much the story and environments connected with me, and if you grew up loving Mickey or Disney characters, this game might hit you pretty differently. For me, a lot of the scenes and situations just didn't land emotionally, even though I can tell that there's some charm and some intentions and some effort there. Something that's really important to mention about this game is there is no voice acting, and that was something that really took me for a loop. I wanted to hear these characters and I wanted to experience the story that they were saying, but all it is text on a screen. I think that some of the art style that they used to tell the story and cutscenes is really different, but realistically, with a text-based game, all I can think of is a Nintendo DS game. I really think that hearing the characters would have helped massively early on, because Mickey as a protagonist wasn't really hitting it for me, and honestly, I think it's kind of hard to support him just based off what the story is, and I didn't really like that. I think that if they had some voice actors come in and give some emotion to these characters without me having to imagine it, I would be able to get more invested in this world, but it just didn't provide that. In addition to that, the quest design in this game is very simple. Like I said, this game is not designed for adults. It is definitely designed for a younger audience. You go somewhere, you ask somebody if they have something, they tell you that they don't, and they tell you to go to a different location, and then you go to the next person who will then tell you to do something else, where you will then get the item, return to where you started, and you will get another version of the same quest. It is very repetitive, and it's very noticeable even early on that this game is not going to be a challenge. There was actually a mini game where I had to go through a time trial, and even though I got lost and lost about 20 seconds of my time, I was able to finish it with more than 20 seconds left on my timer. This game is not difficult. It is definitely designed for kids, and if you like the spirit of Mickey and Disney, this game is going to be great for you. But realistically, as a guy with my interests, this game just didn't sell it for me. At the end of the day, Epic Mickey Rebrushed was free for me. Like I said, it's just one of the free games that I get every month, and I did try it out because, again, it's free. It's roughly a 10-hour runtime to get from start to finish, and if you really want to get the Platinum Trophy, you can get it pretty easily in 2 runs, and it's worth adding to your library and trying out, but if it's not something you're into, don't dump too many hours into it. You're likely not going to be the target audience. But if you do have kids, I would say give the controllers to them, let them give it a try, and I guarantee they're going to have a fun time with it. It wasn't a big win for me, but I'm glad I got to experience it, and I never would have had it if I didn't have PS Plus Essential. But those are just my thoughts. What do you think? Have you played this game? Did you get this game before it was free on PS Plus? I know that it has a big following because everything with Disney has a big following. It's a big company for a reason. Let me know what you think in the comments. I can't wait to hear what you guys have to say, and I can't wait to talk to you in the next one.